Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to Sigi Air. Today we are in Reykjavík, Iceland, on a Father's Day. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I just want to say hello and congratulate all fathers out there who are currently playing Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 or 2020, whatever your choice of simulator is, and you're enjoying your Father's Day by yourself, or maybe with some family or co-pilots, and playing your favorite game here. So we are in Iceland because my son is there hiking some trails, and I just want to join him virtually on this Father's Day. He called me early in the morning and we did some FaceTime, and it's a beautiful day there. And we're gonna fly to a town in northern Iceland, and I'm not gonna even try to pronounce the name of it, but the airport designation is Bisi, Bisi, or Bravo India Sierra India, and it's a small airport there. So we're gonna use the P-28 Arrow, the turbo version, so we get there fast, and it should be a really nice flight across the beautiful landscape that is Iceland. I think it's a underrated destination in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we're gonna do it, and I hope you enjoy this Father's Day trip across Iceland. All right, let's get this P-28 started here, and luckily this aircraft is fairly simple to get started and to fly. I think Just Fly has done a fantastic job on it. I got it set up with the 750 here, the Garmin 750. We're just gonna do a VFR flight, but we have a basic flight plan, and we're gonna use the autopilot here just because we want to be able to enjoy the scenery and talk about it as we fly into this northern part of Iceland. Alright, let's get it started, and I'm going to ask for a pushback now, so we are set up. I don't use GSX anymore. I may use a one of those add-ons, pushback add-ons, but for the most part this works for what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna load up our flight plan.
TOS system test OK.
Fantastic. Catalog, menu, import, and should be brick to BC. There we go. Activate that. Yeah, replace it. And we'll just go to the map. Now in the paid version, now there's on the Garmin, if you have the paid version for the NXI, you can get this now updated so it would synchronize between the 750 and the 530 here. So I don't have that, so I don't know, I just try to avoid unnecessary expenses here. It's expensive anyway. This hobby can get expenses. You want to try to minimize any of that. Use the free version. It's all you're gonna need. Alright, pitot heat's on and landing lights go on, and yeah, we are set to go. We're gonna get our QNH set here. Alright, we are set. We got our fuel pump, it's on, our landing lights, everything is good to go. We're not going to use flaps today, we're just going to go straight and let's go. We got plenty of runway. do have a small crosswind component here. 70 knots, and let's get going. Gonna use all that runway before we bring up the gear. All right. Clear the runway, gear up. Beautiful day. That's a famous church over there in Reykjavík. Flying the runway heading here, and all right, like I said, initial altitude of 6,000 should do it. Alright, I'm gonna trim the aircraft for I'm gonna do about 700 feet per minute. Very smooth today, very smooth flying today here in Reykjavík. I really do enjoy the, hand flying here, this aircraft. And if you need to use the autopilot, it works really well too. Alright, we can turn off our fuel pump and our landing lights. We'll keep the rest as it is. Very interesting landscape here, and you know, the name Iceland, it really was Vikings were kind of pulling a fast one on everyone else. They call it Iceland because they wanted to divert people. They call Iceland Iceland, they call Greenland Greenland, and Greenland is really all ice, and Iceland is has a lot of volcanic, geothermal, and it's really more, it's green. It's because of the volcanic activity and geothermal rings. All right, 7,000 in here. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to engage the autopilot here. Just want to make sure that I'm level fly here on my trim. Yeah, it's I really haven't flown Iceland. I might have landed in Reykjavík once, but I haven't done any GA flights here, so it'd be interesting to go inland and then come into this northern coastal town of I'll put it up on the screen later on, and the name of it, but I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name. I'll just refer to it as BC, because that's a designation of the airport. Alright, pretty interesting rock formations here. If you can see, these mountain plateaus have been carved by glaciers, and it's just Iceland is one of those places where you really see the history of the earth in terms of plate tectonics and all of that. It's just I'm always amazed about 2024 how you can just go around the world, especially if you fly low VFR and see all these really interesting formations and landscapes that makes it really joyful to fly on the simulator. You know, you can't do that. The average person can't do that. Well, they don't. You don't own a plane, or you can't just be paying for flying around to see these types of things. So, in some cases you do, in the limited cases, but 2024, the simulator really allows you to expand and see some of these things and just get a really nice perspective about the world. Alright, we are about halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through to our destination here. We got about 55 nautical miles. And alright, so we'll just get in, come back a little bit when we're a little bit closer to our destination here, BC. So far it's been a pretty smooth flight here. It'll continue to be smooth. I mean, we've got very little wind, no clouds or precipitation. Alright, let's start bleeding some speed here. Alright, set of flaps here. And we're going to disengage the autopilot.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Stop it.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Right, here's
Terrain
runway
ahead.
24.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Kind of
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Hills
Terrain
here
ahead.
to get a
Pull up.
line.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Maybe not as close as I did over there, but
Terrain ahead.
hey.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Alright, gear down.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. 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 Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Oh, stop
Terrain
it.
ahead. Pull up.
Here we go. This is how we do it in Iceland. Come on. Full flaps. There we go. A little bit of a crosswind there, not too bad. But this runway is, boy, maybe this is what the ice does to a runway here in Iceland. Just completely elevation issues here, bumps and in the runway. So anyway, that didn't look at that. I better slow down so we don't damage the aircraft here. Oh man, should work on this. Come on, Icelanders. Yeah, we really need a paid-wear airport here. All right, here we go, my friend. All right. Parking brake on, flaps up. Welcome to BCB. BC actually. Call it BCB. It's BC. Anyway, interesting landing here. Interesting runway. I better check my gear. Make sure I didn't damage anything with all those bumps, and then I will. If I did, I'm just going to send them a bill. All right. Anyway, all right. So let's get fuel pump is off. Propeller down. Pitot heat off. Lights are off. Condition lever off. And with that, we'll shut down our battery and avionics. All right, here we are. And Iceland, a nice flight here. Beautiful day to do so on Father's Day. Welcome to this small town in northern Iceland. And again, I'll put up the name of it. And but for now, we call it BC because that's a designation for the airport. And with that, thank you, my friends, for flying Sigi Air. Remember, Sigi Air will get you there. Sigi Air is best in the air. My friends, I don't make this stuff up. I'm only told what to say. I'll see you on the next one.